Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It was in the month of Jamadul Ukhra in the 13th year after Hijrah that the Khalifa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, fell ill with the illness that eventually led to his demise, his departure from the dunya. His condition quickly worsened, and when it became clear that the end was near for him, he ordered for the people to gather around him, call the Sahaba Rananum, gather around him. Come front, go from the back and come closer. When they were all gathered before him, he said, "Verily, as you can clearly see, I have been afflicted with a severe illness, and I feel certain that because of the severity of my condition, I may pass away soon. Therefore, Allah Ta'ala has released you from the bay'ah that you have made to me. You have taken bay'at that I am your Khalifa, I am the Khalifa of the Muslims, and you are my subjects, you are under me. So now you are released from this because I am departing from the dunya. And my covenant with you, my covenant as your Khalifa, will also come to an end. Allah Ta'ala has returned your affair to you. Allah Ta'ala has returned your affair to you. In other words, your ability to choose a leader amongst yourselves. So appoint over yourselves whomsoever you wish. Choose a leader now to continue." From here we learn, let's see, the greatest after Allah Ta'ala was Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam also had to depart. He had to leave, he had to go. Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala was then in charge of the ummah. The day came when he too had to leave and go. So nobody will be forever anyway. When we read in the lives of our Akabirin also, you find so many of them. For example, they completed their studies, they went back to their hometown, they taught there for a while, then the Ustad told them, no, you come away back here to the Darul Uloom. Then they went away there, from there they went away to Saharanpur, or here or there, depending now where the need was, they went. Wherever there was a requirement for khidmat of deen, they went. But the work of deen continues. The work of Allah Ta'ala, that continues. The work of Allah Ta'ala is not dependent on people. Only if this person is here, then this work can get done, no. The work of Allah Ta'ala will carry on. And our gaze must always be on Allah Ta'ala, not on people. So indeed, if you choose your new leader while I am still alive, you will be less likely to differ amongst yourselves after I am gone. But while I'm still here with guidance, etc., we choose a Khalifa, then after I leave from here, there's no problems now. You won't get now one group saying, no, we must have Khalifa from us, and the other one saying, no, the Khalifa must be from us. Now must remember, Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, his Khilafat only lasted for 2 years and couple of months. Now it's very fresh in his mind what happened when Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam passed away. The Ansar had gathered in Saqifa Bani Sa'ida, and they were now, to them they felt like now the Muhajirun, they'll all go way back to Makkah Mukarramah now. There's nothing here for them. And Medina Munawwara now, this is our town, we have to live here. So now we need to elect somebody as our Khalifa to lead us. And then Sayyidina Abu Bakr and Umar and Abu Ubaidah radiyallahu ta'ala anhum, they came there and then they spoke, etc. What happened, and then Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala was chosen as the Khalifa. So this was very fresh in his mind that situation could have gone, I mean, if these were Sahaba, but if, for example, the Ansar remained firm, that no, we want a leader from us. And now the Muhajirun are not prepared to accept that leader. They say, no, we want a leader from us. Now already you'll have infighting and problem and you'll split the ummah. So this was very fresh in his mind. So he felt that before he passes away, he must the ummah rather choose a leader, a Khalifa, so that everything continues smoothly. He'll pass away, the next leader is already in place, and things will continue smoothly. In order to complete the process of appointing his successor, Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala took the following steps. Number one, he made mashwara with the most eminent of the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala from amongst the Muhajirun and the Ansar. Here again we learn that not every matter can be left to masses to decide. Not every matter can just be left to the masses to decide. You have to get people who understand that type of work, that type of situation, and then mashwara needs to be made with them. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala consulted one another regarding the matter of choosing the next Khalifa for the ummah. Whenever a given Sahabi was nominated, he would refuse. I said, no, put somebody else. In today's zamana, people are fighting to become leaders. Why? Because we don't have the fear of Allah Ta'ala. We don't have the fear of Allah Ta'ala. So that's why we want to be leaders. We want to be in the front line. Because we're not worried about amanat. We're not worried about amanat. This is why we prepared to take on responsibility. Their focus was on akhirat. They were very frightened. They didn't want leadership positions. Because tomorrow is Qiyamah, we have to stand in front of Allah Ta'ala, and then I still have to answer for this too now. One is each one of us. Now we have to answer for our wife, our children, whatever our business if we had, now the staff members, how we treated them, all that we'd have to answer. Right? Now, over and above that, now I went and took a position somewhere. Now I have to answer for that too. So they were very shy. They used to shy away from any leadership positions. Okay? So any Sahabi who was nominated, he said, no, put somebody else. From the beginning, at that time, Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, he held the hand of Umar and Abu Ubaidah. He said, well, both of them are here, both of them are capable, choose any one of them. Umar radiyallahu anhu, he caught Abu Bakr's hand quickly. He said, no, I'm taking bayat on your hand. And everybody was happy with that. But nobody asked that make me the Khalifa. Everybody wanted to give it away to somebody else. It's not a small thing. Such was the way of the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. Each one of them thought that his Muslim brother was better and more worthy than him. Today, if anybody is in leadership position, we all think we're better than them. We'll be able to do a better job than them. So much so that even for futile things, if the motor car manufacturer makes one car, we could have designed it better than him. If there's one futile soccer match taking place 1,000 kilometers away, this fellow is sitting in his lounge this side, but he can teach the coach a thing or two. The manager and the coach and everybody, he can teach them a thing or two. Everything We know better than the people who are there. For this reason, Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anhum were unable to arrive at a decision among themselves. So first Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala gave them the responsibility that you all choose a leader amongst yourselves. So they came back to Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala and they said to him that, see, O Khalifa of Rasul Pak sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, your opinion is our opinion. In other words, you choose the successor. You choose the person who's going to be the next Khalifa. So Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala and then said, he said, okay, give me some time. Give me some time. I can see what is best. In other words, I'll decide what is best in the view of Allah Ta'ala. In other words, I'll make istikhara, think about it, and what will be best for the deen of Allah Ta'ala and for the ummah. Not only my comfort, what's going to be best for my comfort, what's going to be best for my convenience, what's going to be best for my nose. No, I must see what is going to be best in according to Allah Ta'ala's principles. What will be best? Then what will be best for the deen of Allah Rabbul Izzat? And what will be best for the ummah also? So a person, when he is appointed as an Amir, one is he never asked for it, but now he is appointed as an Amir. So any decision that he makes, he has to keep this in front of him. So what is according to Allah Ta'ala's ahkam, what is the best thing for me to do here? Then what will be best for the deen of Allah Ta'ala? Which decision will be best for the upliftment of the deen of Allah Ta'ala? And what decision will be best for the ummah? Now if it's in a madrasa, then what will be best for the well-being of my students? In a masjid, what will be best for the well-being of the musallis? Now the well-being of the students is not necessarily what the students want. They'll want chutti whole day. Say in between, if we can fit in half an hour, classes will be alright. But that won't be for their well-being. That will be for their nafs. Gee. So he said, give me some time. Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, as did Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam before him, always consulted the Sahaba. Allah Ta'ala told Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ, that make mashwara with the Sahaba. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, although he was the Nabi of Allah Ta'ala, but he used to make mashwara. Today, we don't even know what is mashwara. We don't even know what is mashwara. In mashwara, there is an Amir. In the mashwara, the Amir will decide whose rai he wants to request. It's not necessary that the Amir has to take everybody's rai. You don't have to take everybody's rai. The Amir will ask a person his rai. Whoever, if there's 20 people in the mashwara, he can ask 3 people what is their rai. 4 people what is their rai. He doesn't have to ask everybody. Right? And then after he has asked them their rai, his decision can be totally opposite to everybody's rai. Right? And everybody has to listen and obey to what the Amir said. Now today we don't even understand what is mashwara. If our rai is not accepted, or then the rest of the people are all very bad. Then they can't understand nothing. They're all very stupid, very silly, because my rai wasn't taken. In fact, if a person's rai is not taken, he must get happy. He must get happy. Because you know what, my rai must be the weakest rai. My thinking must be so upside down and lopsided. Lucky they never take my rai. If his rai is taken, now he must get very worried and concerned now. Very worried and concerned he must become. Now I don't know what rai I gave. Now they took my rai. Now he must make extra dua. Extra istighfar. Ya Allah, make it beneficial. Make it beneficial. Right? But we don't think like that. We don't think like that. Now when we're sitting, we think, all this is very, very right. But let's sit in the mashwara and then see. In the mashwara, let us sit and then see. If our eye is not taken, then see what happens inside us. And what happens when we leave the room. The mashwara, after the mashwara. Who sold who? That's not mashwara. Amir's decision is final. Whatever decision the Amir made, everybody must be happy with it, khalas. We want Islah. This is Islah in every aspect of our life. Islah is not just listen to flowery talks and think our Islah is getting made. No. Sometimes you need to decide a matter in your own house. You make mashwara with your wife and children. Sometimes the child's rai can be the correct thing. You accept the child's rai. Never mind, it's a child. The child may have a better understanding on something. The wife may be having a better understanding on something. She may be having a point. You take her rai. Sometimes the rai that we are giving, the thing that we are thinking in our mind can be incorrect. So Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, before taking any important decision, he would make mashwara with the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum. So for this also now, he made mashwara. First he called for Abdurrahman ibn Auf radiyallahu ta'ala. He said, see, tell me about Umar bin Khattab. In other words, that what do you think, right, with regards to Umar radiyallahu ta'ala as the next Khalifa? What's your opinion? What do you think? Abdurrahman bin Auf radiyallahu ta'ala responded, he said, in regard to what you are asking me about, you have more knowledge than I do. Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala said, even so. Right? Now how we would have responded? No. I got so much knowledge. You got knowledge. All this kilabi humility of ours. Definitely Abu Bakr radiyallahu would have more knowledge. Having more knowledge don't mean you better. Abu Bakr spent much more time with Umar radiyallahu ta'ala. The both of them spent the most amount of time with Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So definitely he'll know the man better. So what Abdurrahman bin Auf radiyallahu was saying, he was stating the fact. Abu Bakr radiyallahu never denied the fact. But he said, even though that is the fact, but I still want your opinion. What is your opinion? So Abdurrahman radiyallahu anh said, he is by Allah better than what you even think of him. In other words, you got a very good opinion of him, but by Allah, he is even better than your opinion. Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala then called for Uthman radiyallahu ta'ala. When he came, Abu Bakr radiyallahu anh asked him, he said, tell me about Umar bin Khattab. Uthman radiyallahu anh said, you know more about him than any of us. You know more about him than any of us. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anh said, even so, O Abu Abdullah. Now see this mashwara. Abu Bakr didn't call a whole group of people and make mashwara with them. He's calling people one by one. Now there is so much of hikmat in this, because this is a very sensitive thing. In a group, maybe you'll feel hard to talk. But now you're alone, you'll express your view. You'll say what you want to say. So Usman radiallahu anh said, "O Allah, what I know about him is that his secret, private life is better than his public life. His public life is so good, but his secret life is even better. And that there is no one among us that is equal to him." Abu Bakr then summoned for Usayd ibn Hudayr radiyallahu ta'ala. When he came, he asked him the same question. So Usayd bin Hudayr said that after you, he is the best amongst us. He is happy when happiness is called for. He is angry when anger is called for. In other words, he's got i'tidal in his mizaj. He's got i'tidal. When it's occasions to be happy, he is happy also. Not like some people so khushk, even happy occasion to the fellow can't smile also. Happy occasion, you must be happy. And that which he keeps secret is better than that which he displays openly. In other words, his ibadat, everything, which people don't know about, that is better than what he does in the open. And there is no doubt, there is no one that is stronger and better able to take on this responsibility than he is. Similarly, Abu Bakr radiyallahu anh consulted with Sa'id ibn Zayd radiyallahu ta'ala and a number of other Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala from the Ansar and the Muhajirun. The vast majority of them were of the same opinion. The only person who had something negative to say was Talha bin Ubaidullah, right, radiyallahu ta'ala. He said to Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, he was afraid of Umar radiyallahu anhu's harshness. Umar was very jalali, he was very harsh, very hard. So he was afraid of this. So he said to Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, what will you say to your Rabb when he asks you about why you appointed Umar radiyallahu ta'ala over us, even though you knew all along about his harsh demeanor? You know how hard he is, and you are appointing him over the ummah. How will you answer to Allah Ta'ala? Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala said, help me to sit up, help me to sit up. After which he said, is it by Allah that you are trying to frighten me? You're trying to frighten me, what answer I'm going to give by Allah? Verily, one is truly a loser if one acts regarding your affairs in a wrongful and oppressive manner. The affairs of the ummah. A person will definitely be a loser if a person acts in a wrongful or an oppressive manner. In answer to your question, I will say, he says that you're asking me how I'm going to answer to Allah Ta'ala. So to answer your question, this is what I will say in the court of Allah. O Allah, I have appointed over them the best of your people. It is related that Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala further justified his decision to appoint Umar radiyallahu ta'ala in spite of his harshness by saying, that is because Umar sees me as being soft. Because I'm soft, so he has to be hard. He has to be hard to bring some balance. Right? But when the responsibilities of leadership will fall upon him, then he will abandon much of that. He won't be so hard when he becomes the leader. Now, because I'm the leader, and I'm very soft, so he is hard next to me. He stands hard next to me. But when he becomes the leader, then he'll lose a lot of his harshness. He won't be so hard. So this was the first the first thing that Abu Bakr radiallahu anh did. At first, he handed over this decision to the Sahaba radiallahu anh. He told them, you all choose, you all decide. Then they came back to him and they said, no, we can't come to a decision. Your decision is our decision. Your opinion is our opinion. So he said, alright, give me some time. So he thought about it, and then he started calling senior Sahaba, one by one, questioning them. And all of them spoke highly of Umar radiallahu ta'ala. Right? Besides Talha bin Ubaidullah, he also spoke highly of Umar radiallahu. But this one point he was worried about, that Umar radiallahu is very, very hard. So how are you going to answer to Allah, knowing how hard he is, and then you put him over us like this? Abu Bakr radiallahu anh gave his explanation, right? So this is how he came to his decision. So we learn many points from there. One is that nobody is indispensable. That's the first thing. We must never ever think we are indispensable, right? And never ever think that anything is running because of us. A shop is running because of me. A house is running because of me. If I'm not there, I remember some years ago, the Ijtima was in Verulam. So in this one thing that Moulana mentioned in the Bayan, in the main Bayan after Isha it was, he mentioned, he was talking about Iman, He was talking about Iman. So he says, you go for 4 months in the path of Allah. You go for 4 months in the path of Allah. Then you come back. Now 4 months you left your business, right? You left your business. And now you came back after 4 months and you went to the shop. And now, obviously you're going to find certain things that are not right, okay? Because no 5 fingers are the same. Everybody will do things differently. Not everybody is going to know what's in your brain, right? But the work was carrying on. The work was carrying on, the business was running. But now when you go there, you see certain things. Now you start. You all can't do anything without me. Simple instructions I give you, you all can't carry it out. If I'm not here, I don't know what will happen. This business will close down. So this Moulana, he mentioned that after 4 months you went, you came back, you didn't even learn La ilaha illallah. That you are attributing the success of this business and the running of this business and everything to yourself, not to Allah Ta'ala. So if I'm not here, this business can't run. So this is a very, very important thing for us to bear in mind, that none of us are indispensable. Allah Ta'ala doesn't need us. Allah Ta'ala doesn't need us. If Allah Ta'ala uses us, it's Allah Ta'ala's mercy on us. Allah Ta'ala's mercy upon us if Allah Ta'ala utilizes us. Right? That's the first thing. The other thing we learn is we must make mashwara. Always make mashwara. Always consult. And when we're making mashwara, we must consult with the correct people. A person now is in some dilemma, he go talk to his friends. They'll give him the wrong opinions, wrong mashwara, wrong directives. He must go and talk to the right people. He must choose the right people. Go and discuss with them. Right? And whenever there is a mashwara, then we must follow the rules of mashwara. Follow the rules of mashwara. That in the mashwara, an amir is appointed. Right? The amir will take the rise, whoever's rise he wants to take. And in the end, he will make a decision. And the decision is not by, majority vote and all that. Sometimes the amir's decision can be totally opposite to what everybody is saying. But each person must then still wholeheartedly follow the decision of the amir. happily, wholeheartedly, and have yaqeen that there'll be khair in there. And if everybody does that, then Allah Ta'ala will definitely put goodness in there. Allah Ta'ala's assistance will be there. So this mashwara is very, very important. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala give us tawfiq. We're fortunate we got one Haji here with us to can make salam with the Haji, and two Hajis can make dua for us. Allah Ta'ala accept the Hajj. Junaid just returned now from Hajj, and his son also. Allah Ta'ala accept the Hajj, make it Maqbool, Mabrur. All the Hajis are coming back. Let's request them to make dua for us. This afternoon I phoned somebody for some work. So he's telling me, no, Moulana, I'm on the way to the airport because some Haji is returning, some friend of mine, so I'm going to fetch him. So I told him, alright, forget the work what I phoned you for. Now I'm giving you a different work now. I said, this Haji, when you go to fetch him, when you meet him, you tell him to make dua for me before he reaches his house. You remember this calm now. Because the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that the Haji, his gunas are all maaf. So ask him to make dua for you, because he is forgiven. So if he makes dua for our forgiveness, Allah Ta'ala will forgive us also. So Allah Ta'ala accept everybody's Hajj. Hujjaj are all returning. Allah Ta'ala take each and every one of us to his Bayt again and again. Moulana Asad Madni Sahib Rahmatullah alayhi, when he came to Pietermaritzburg, maybe more than 20 years ago, he gave a bayan in Center Masjid. So in the bayan he mentioned that go for Hajj as many times as you can go. Go for Umrah as many times as you can go. Because the time will come when you will have the money to, but you won't be able to go. He mentioned this thing. That you'll have the money to, but you won't be able to go. We must ask ourselves, we working, this, then, no. Are we going to Baytullah? Are we going to Allah's house? Are we going to Madinah Munawwara? Going to the Roza Aqdas of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Is it even something we work towards? Really, it's something, to go to the Baytullah, go to the Roza Mubarak, these are great, great things. So we should make effort. Obviously, if a person can't go, he can't go. The yearning in his heart, Allah Ta'ala knows about it. But if Allah Ta'ala gives us opportunity, we must grab the opportunity and we must go. And those people who have tamanna, Allah Ta'ala makes the asbab, they go. The tamanna, you keep making dua to Allah Ta'ala, you see Allah Ta'ala makes the asbab, the person goes. He sets his mind to it, Allah Ta'ala makes it possible for him and he goes. Allah Ta'ala take each and every one of us. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.